What's up, gang? Continuing my series to catch up on everything I missed, or a lot of stuff I missed, and one of the things I missed is Aespa's Next Level. I know I did their debut song, Black Mamba, and that song was super catchy. That was probably one of the most catchy songs that kept on getting stuck in my head, usually when I was in the shower, for probably like a month afterwards. So let's see what Aespa does with Next Level, but first, let's run the intro. My name's Paul Leach, and I'm a writer-director in Los Angeles. I've been interviewed by such publications as the Huffington Post and the New York Council on Cultural Affairs. I've worked with Emmy winners and Oscar winners, and the feature film that I directed went to Cannes. In this series, we break down footage from the point of view of a film director, and we will stop often to look at shots. If you have not seen this video or this footage before, please go watch the whole thing all the way through, because again, we stop all the time and then come back here and break down the footage together with us. Okay, gang, hopefully you have watched this video all the way through. It looks like 106 million of you have. So if you have not seen this video all the way through, watch it all the way through and then come back here, because we're going to stop frequently to break the video down together and look at the different shots, etc. So let's check this out. Aespa, Next Level. Let's see if this is Next Level. And action. Love it already. All that CG kind of spacey stuff. Not spacey stuff like this flying through the air. Alright, let's check this out. Go. That was a good cut. They went down to her shoe, changed at the shoe, and then came back up. They went down and they came back up. Usually what you see is that it's just like a wide or like a mid shot and then they cut between that. That was cool. I'm on the next level. Yeah. They went down to her shoe again, which is cool. I think that's nice. I like that. Because they really emphasized that she stomped, bam, and then they went back up. It's a follow shot. Good. Good. I like the shot where they're shooting through the globe. Nice. Just to show depth. Awesome. They're using a lot of CG in this. Oh, but they used a lot of CG in their other one too. So I'm expecting a ton of CG in this then. So I think this girl is the girl I really liked last time. Liked her. I think this is the girl I really liked her voice. I think her name's Winter. Not sure. I think this is the girl I liked. Yeah, this is just beautifully shot in the studio. You just see they're blasted by light. Like there is light all around them. There's tons of light shooting on them right now just to blast them with light. And as you see, these are kind of light and the background's busy, so it really gives them some separation. These are just like beauty lighting all over. Nice. Because that's what, you know, in a studio, if you're in a studio in a controlled environment, it's one of the things you want to do with these girls. You just want to make them look as pretty as possible. So, beautiful lighting. I'm on the next level. I like that they shot down on them. So this is a shot where they're shooting down, which is cool. I like that because a lot of times you don't see that. Usually it's shooting up or like around like this. But I think their last video, they did something cool, Black Mamba, where they kind of came around to the side and shot them, which you don't really see in music videos that much either. I wonder if it's the same director. Just looking, trying to figure out what's going on. Just trying to figure out whether this is in post-production. It must be in post-production. I like that little breakdown. It's a little different. It gives a little separation. So right now, this is really just kind of laid back. It's just a sort of this laid back beat. It's not like super hard hitting, but it's got this cool groove, you know? It's got a groove sort of in the pocket. And this is just taking this double timing. Before it was like, see? And then just double time it in the little breakdown. Man, that lighting is so good on her. It's just such a good beauty lighting. Yeah, and it's good shallow focus because she really stands out from the background. And there's that snake again because that means something, I think. Oh, maybe it's the Black Mamba reference. So again, they're using your typical kind of music video tricks, not tricks, but just style where, you know, they move the camera a little bit, they do editing where they kind of punch in a little bit, and they also like move back and forth a little bit. All this is done just to create energy, especially because this is sort of more of a laid back little part. And so it tends to be like, you know, if you want to create energy and the part's more laid back, then you just chop it up a little bit or you move the camera more. I like that. I like this little difference here. That's good. And I like that she hit that's not a non-chord tone, but she hit a accidental, which is, they did a progression with a cool progression that was not in the key. Awesome. It's more of a jazzy thing. This is the girl. I love her voice. And you notice the difference in the editing. So what they're not doing is they're not doing fast, but as she's singing those parts which are more lilty, the editing is just a lot more smooth. A lot more smooth, you know what I was gonna say. Very smooth or a lot more smooth or a combination of those things. What? Wait. Is it even the same BPMs? Wait. It's not. Is it? Let's go back. Hold on. I want to make sure, see if this is the same BPMs. Wait. It's not. Total tempo change. It's kind of jazzy, huh? I'm a big fan of mashups, like super big fan. I really like it when they do it in music, and I think K-pop is one of the only genres in popular music where they actually do that. Super huge fan. When you can do that, amazing. This girl, I love her voice. She just has so much depth in it. She's not trying to be light, she just puts all the power in it. Beautiful. Get those notes, girl. I was just looking at like they're tilting here, and I wonder if they're continuing it in the next shot, but what they did is they tilted and then they wrapped around the next shot. So it's just seeing how they decide to change, either continue a movement or change direction in the movement. It really is up to you. It's really what you're trying to do. Do you want to feel connected, or maybe it's even better if you change scenes, then you kind of change the camera direction. The best framing I've seen in a while. So look, check it out. This is very cinematic framing. She's not directly in the middle, and it looks good. Although I really would have liked to have seen this be more like that. Anyways, It's a little funky, huh? Okay, this is great. I love it. Okay, hold on. I want to see the BPMs again. This is the exact, okay, so this is the beginning again. This is the next level part again. So the middle part was a different kind of funky section. Now we're going back to the BPMs, and then she's probably going to say next level. A lot of CG, but it really works with this. Good job. The camera's moving a little faster now. Have you noticed that? Between the the punch-ins and the shifting back and forth, so they're adding a little more energy than they even did in the beginning. So, someone told me before their avatars are a really big thing, and that's why we see their avatars a lot. Someone let me know below. Action. So this girl who sings that I like, she also raps. Okay, cool. Let's talk about it. Firstly, let's talk about the directing or the music. Let's talk about the music first. I love the mashup where they had that whole section in the middle, which they actually changed the time signature on, or actually the beats per minute, not necessarily the time signature. I liked it. It was very jazzy and very cool. Super, super good. The song, I think the different parts of the song, I mean, it was much more sort of, like I said, jazzy than their other stuff. And it was nice. I really, really liked it. I do have to say, with Black Mamba though, man, some of that stuff was so catchy. Like, especially like the bridge part, you know, the part that goes na 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 na. That part. I still remember that part because it was just so catchy. I don't know if this is going to be as catchy as that, but it's still really good. I am a great appreciator of just doing the mashups, doing something bold like that. It's just so cool. I hope they do more of this and continue to kind of throw kind of a monkey wrench at you. It adds such a variety. Super, super good. Now let's talk about the shots involved. The shots were really nice because they did a few things that you don't normally see, like going down, transitioning, following down to the foot, and then following back up. And that happened about 3 times, happened twice in the beginning, and happened more towards the end. I didn't point it out, but I noticed that it happened. Maybe you noticed it as well. Plus, again, like the movement of the camera, subtle things that you might not realize unless you're in film, that, you know, in the beginning it was moving at a certain pace, and then towards the end it kind of kept on speeding up. And it wasn't speeding up a lot, but it was speeding up enough to add energy. Because a lot of things you do as a director, your audience doesn't know why they feel different, but it's because you intentionally did something, and your audience may never catch up on why they feel a certain way, but you actually framed or did something a certain way. These girls are really, really talented. I really like the fact that this group is very CG heavy, and it really started from their first video, and it's probably, I don't know if there's other videos in between this one, which they continue that, but it really sort of gives them a brand, which is very, very cool. I like that there's only 4 of them because we have these really huge groups and stuff, which is really awesome too. They are really talented. I really like them. That one girl just has such a killer voice. Like, her voice is so good. I'm super a fan of her voice. So anyways, this was, I totally dug it. So Aespa, I understand why you have so many views, although you are from a top 3 or 4 company, so I also understand that it helps out a lot too. But I mean, you gotta have the talent, and these girls have it. So for Aespa's Next Level, that's a wrap.